There's a lot of speculation about what the key issues are, what the obstacles are. Everything I'm reading in the press is contrary to the reality of what's going on in the negotiation. I just want to be very clear that people are reading things, I know, in the local press and principally in the Spanish press, which is speculation on the part of journalists and which doesn't actually reflect the reality of what is going on. What is going on is very positive, it's very forward-looking. It is hopefully going to enable us to see the treaty that the people of Gibraltar have long wanted to see and which we've been negotiating become a reality. And so therefore, I don't think it's fair for me to be saying that we have been able to deal with issues which were obstacles, etc., based on the things that people are saying are the obstacles, because those are actually not the reality.
What can you tell us about what have been the obstacles?
Well, I can't, in the sense that I'm not going to confirm that there are obstacles or that there are not obstacles. What I can tell you is that we've all agreed that we're not going to give more detail at this stage because it wouldn't be helpful to, at this very late stage, move the negotiation into the media. Now, I understand that for very good reason. First of all, it's your job as a journalist to ask me about it. Second, the public in Gibraltar want to know. I wouldn't say that people are concerned or worried to know, but I do think that people want to know, and what's more, I believe they're entitled to know. But what we cannot do, despite believing that people are entitled to know, is move the negotiation out into the media and have that negotiation, this final stage of the negotiation, out in the media, because it's not helpful. It's not a useful way of getting this to the destination we all want, which is that secure and safe treaty.
The negotiations will continue in coming weeks to conclude the agreement. Is this expected to be before the EU elections?
So I'm not going to set a time limit for the negotiations to be able to end or continue, but I think that the next few weeks will be very important in that context. I think there's a lot of work to be done in these 2 weeks. You certainly lose the Commission as an entity when there is a European election, because the Commission is redone. So much in the same way as we have all wanted to do this before a Gibraltar election, then we're not able to. The same government came back. We would want to do it before a Spanish election. We were not able to. The same Spanish government came back. We would want to do it before there is a potential change of one of the negotiating partners, in this context the European Commission. But I've said on a number of occasions that we will not get up off the table if after European election we still are able to continue negotiating. We're not seeing a time limit, but we do want to do it as soon as possible. We'd have liked to have done it on Friday, or 10 Fridays ago, or 3 years ago. But this is very, very complex. It is very detailed.
Alvarez has said the effects of any agreement would be felt as soon as possible. So what areas could people expect to see this become apparent in?
Well, the effect being felt as soon as possible means that you have first an agreement in the room, you then translate that into agreement between principals, then you turn that into a ratified treaty, and then you start the process of implementation of the treaty. At different stages, we will be able to do more or less of what it is has been agreed will happen, even before perhaps ratification or during the process of ratification. Then certain things will have to happen in physical terms. Things will have to be built. Controls will have to be put in different places to ensure the integrity of the Schengen space and of the single market. So you will not be able to see some things happen until those things have happened either. But it's about mobility, it's about transport, it's about movement of goods. Those things have long been advertised. They've been there from the moment that we reached the New Year's Eve agreement in 2020. And indeed, from 2016, we were already saying these were the areas where we needed to look out for problems because of our departure from the European Union, and we needed to negotiate a way of avoiding those problems. And in those areas, I hope we will start to see things loosening and slowly moving towards the implementation of the agreement, if we're able to do it, if everything can be agreed in the way that we hoped this Friday we had reached the stage where we could set in track that happening.